Hi, I'm the host of the S.T.O Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor. It's another fucking Monday, a new week, and a new Smokers Lounge. Welcome. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge, brought to you by the Smoke This Over podcast, powered by Anchor, the perfect app for any new podcaster who's trying to start his own podcast. All you need is a phone. You don't need a microphone. You don't need headphones. You just need a phone. Download the Anchor app today on any app store, whether it's an iPhone or whether it's an Android. Download Anchor today. Hey, how y'all doing today? It's Monday. Interesting weekend. First of all, I just wanted to speak upon the Gorilla Glue Girl, which I would discuss that more on the Smoke This Over pod. I feel no sympathy for the lady, but I feel bad for her. No sympathy as in, I'm sorry you decided to put Gorilla Glue on your hair. What you're getting, you get. I hate that you're going through the pain that you're going through. I wish that you were smarter, but I'm sorry, it's Gorilla Glue. But I'll go more in depth with that conversation on the Smoke This Over podcast, which is over on Podbean right now, episode 10. I made it to 10 episodes. Episode 10 is up right now. And you go check that out on Podbean. Also available on Spotify, iTunes, any place that a podcast is, Smoke This Over is. I am your host, Kavanaugh, a.k.a. the porn rap star. Yes, I'm a porn star. Yes, I'm a rapper. If you want to see my sex, you want to hear my music, go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star to receive discounts on all my sites, on the adult film stuff, to find all my profiles where I have my music, as well as follow me on social media. So go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star. So this is, I don't know what number episode this is for the Smokers Lounge. I don't keep up with the numbers. I'm pretty sure it might be double digits. I don't know. Because I do that with the Smoke This Over podcast. I don't do that with this podcast. Now, for some of you that just tuning in, this is your first time listening, whether you on Spotify, whether you on Google Pod, or you actually came to the Anchor app itself, this is different from the Smoke This Over podcast. For that, I delve into one or two topics very deeply, while the podcast, Smoke This Over podcast, that podcast, I jump around a little bit more. And I only talk for maybe 45 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour at best, depending upon the topic. If it gets real good, it might be a part 1 and a part 2. So who knows? Let's see what happens. So today, first of all, I was listening to Lovely T. Shouts out to her on YouTube. Y'all definitely subscribe to her channel. Check out her Discord. I don't happen to have a Discord thing because I'm not a Discord person, but go support these black bloggers, which is a new industry which we will be taking over and dominating as part of the new Reconstruction era, which I'll be discussing later on this week here on the Smoke This Over the Smokers Lounge, here on the Smokers Lounge. But anyway, she was talking about T.I. and Tiny. As everybody know, you know about what happened with T.I. and Tiny. I don't need to rehash it. Right now, it's serious. If you want to hear everything I had to say about that, go to, once again, the Smoke This Over podcast. Ain't it funny that it just points back, everything points back to the Smoke This Over podcast? Yes, it's a point to it, people. Yes, it's a point. It's not by design. So, but anyway, the thing that Lovely T brought up, because she also brought up Tiana Taylor, and how many of these artists and celebrities talk about their sex lives, talk about they do threesomes, even to a broader point, leak sex tapes and the whole nine, and even starting to even tap into OnlyFans. Which, don't get it twisted, not every celebrity is doing sex work shit on OnlyFans, but trust me, it's probably a small percentage that's not. And what I mean, they may not be doing sex work, but they're showing something. Nudity, skin, tits, ass, whatever, along with everything else. Now, because whatever reason would I subscribe to your OnlyFans if you're not showing me nothing? And some of you people have a greater sense of self. Trust me, you're not that important. But anyway, I digress. Now, what she was saying is it's kind of interesting that she was saying, well, what about the kids? You know, many of these people have kids who look up to them and follow them or what have you. I heard people made mention about Sky Jones. Excuse me, what is her name? Sky Jones, whatever her name from what was it? Bunked. The Disney. Also, what happened with Miss Chloe of Chloe and Haley. And basically, what people must understand is we're in a new era. We're in a new time where women are way more sexually free than they probably ever been in history. We also know that women are way more confident than they are and have ever been in history. Look at social media from TikTok to Twitter to Facebook. Look at all these challenges. These challenges is basically making females show off their body and break down their insecurities for likes and comments, and for many of them money. Look how many young ladies right now who's coming out of high school or coming out of college or housewives who right now saying, "But the system, I'm about to get me an OnlyFans." The reason why, because the sex symbol has completely changed. See, I know what you're saying, huh? And it's funny because that word hasn't been used in a long time. I say sex icon. Whatever you want to call it, it's actually called a sex symbol. To give you an example what I mean by sex symbol, Marilyn Monroe was one of the most historical sex symbols of all time. She ain't did a lot of movies. She was mostly known for her lacy shit, but her sex appeal, the way she looked. She was the quote unquote epitome of the woman that dominated Hollywood, meaning that this is the type chick that everybody want to see. This is the type chick that everyone's going to compare the next chick to. Sex idol. Well, in this day and age, sex idol back in the day was basically, she was gorgeous, she was sexy, she was fascinating, had sex appeal, exuded. She attract men, she attract women. You know, it was what it was. Some of the ones you might think of, Vanessa Williams, Pamela Greer was one. You feel me? Diane Carroll, that's a black one. You know what I'm saying? On the white side, think about Farrah Fawcett and Cheryl Teagues, and I can go down the list. Wonder Woman, come on. You feel me? But in this day and age, sex symbols, the criteria is different. What makes a sex symbol is different. Sex symbol, back in the days, you just had to be a good-looking ass woman that did something in Hollywood for the most part. And everybody knew of you and everybody wanted you. Now, you have to be that, plus you got to be a complete freak. bisexual, have an OnlyFans, and you take very, very stripper-like, Triple X, Playboy, I ain't gonna say Playboy, black tails for some of the people from my generation, poses to be a sex symbol now. See, when you get to an era in civilization in this country where everything is microwave, where things last literally for a hot second, you have to do more to make that second last. So now, females who we look at as sex symbols, such as the Cardi B's, the Meg Thee Stallions, these ladies now not only talk about how freaky they are in their music, they do it in their videos, they do it with their images, they do it with their pictures on Instagram and the whole nine. They talk about their sex life. And they put it out there. Now, understand, Hollywood celebrities always had sex lives, secret sex lives, what have you. But they never was open about it till now. In this day and age, everybody talks about it. Yeah, Blueface basically had a bad girl type shit and was basically a bunch of girls that he was fucking. Suki Hana has OnlyFans, which is nothing wrong with that. No knock on her. Because, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever, don't be ashamed what you got to do to get that money. But think about what she has to do compared to what ladies had to do back in the day to be considered a sex symbol and to sell. Sex sells. The question is now, is the sex now more extreme for it to sell? The images. You will never see a BDSM image in any music video in ever. We have that now. You feel me? You know, period. Think about it. The ladies, the music videos back in the day with the R&B girls or what have you, they might look sexy. They might do a little love making in their videos. But now, it's basically shit. These girls are practically butt-ass naked in these videos. Even with Cardi's outfits. Even to Meg Thee Stallion. Even the what's her name? Erica Banks. Doja Cat. You know, period. Understand this. It's funny that these celebrities want to be porn stars because to them, that is the new sex symbol. That is what the fans want. They want, it's how can I put this? They want more ratchetness, more extremeness now than ever before. Maybe it's this generation. I don't know. But that's what they want. You know, period. It's kind of crazy because she was just saying was like, you know, what you do in your bedroom is what you do in your bedroom. That is true. But people want to know what you do in your bedroom. It's like being the freaker you are in your bedroom endears you to the fans even more, if you notice. It's like, put it this way, like for example, everyone tripped off of Chloe because she's becoming more sexualized now. But let's go back and let's look at, let's say, Rihanna. Rihanna was not sexy when she first came the fuck out. She was cute, but she wasn't sexy. But then as her career grew, she became more sexual. Come on, Sex With Me is so amazing. That's one of her hit songs. If you notice, all these chicks, when they first come out, they come out a certain way, then eventually they how can I put this? They transform into a sexier version of themselves. Even to the big, to give you an example, Gabby, the girl from Precious. Now I always found her attractive. Do not get it twisted. It ain't because she's a big girl. She's just a pretty chocolate sister. And I just love her energy. Some females, I keep saying, are not drop dead gorgeous. They just fucking sexy. They exude it. They the kind of females that The girl beside her might be better looking, but she attract all the men because it's just like you can't help it. That's Gabby. That when everybody want to talk shit, this, that, and third about it, trust me, she can pull more men than some of these skinny hoes that's on IG. But anyway, I digress. When she first came out, she wasn't looking sexy. She wasn't dolled up. Now, you'll never see her if she ain't dolled up. Sex appeal. She even losing weight. Look at all these females losing weight. The sex symbol is still the same, but it's been enhanced because they want you to be a freak on top of that. The more nasty of a freak you are. Why do we still talk about Amber Rose? Because she does a slut walk, because she's a freak. She fucks. Sex symbols such as, yes, Selena Powell, believe it or not, is a sex symbol. Why? Because she done fucked so many rappers. She has her OnlyFans. That is the sex symbol of today. Tatted up, fake boobs, fake tits. She fucks women, she fucks men. She does threesomes, she does orgies. And she has OnlyFans and Instagram. That is your sex symbols for today. And everyone act like they're so shocked. I can't believe it's like that. Well, when you advance as a civilization, the things that was once change. Did you not think that when OnlyFans became the thing that wasn't going to be a part of the makeup of being a sex symbol? When Kim Kardashian did the sex tape, that ultimately opened the door for her to be a freaking millionaire. You didn't think they were going to move the goalpost for being a sex symbol? Add to the fact that she had a fat ass, add to the fact that she had a small waist. It used to be a time where having a fat ass was not even a part of the fucking genetic makeup of a sex symbol. Even to the point that, believe it or not, Marilyn Monroe was an anomaly. Because the women that was considered sexy at her time, she was the thickest out of them. She was the quintessential BBC slut. Yes. She was quintessential first true pog. So think about it. It's like the sex symbols of today are nothing like the sex symbols of years ago. See, people lost their mind when Lisa Bonet did Unchained Heart. I think that was the name of it. That movie that Bill Cosby couldn't stand. Now you got motherfuckers doing OnlyFans sex tapes. Imagine what Bill Cosby saying right now. See? So that's the reason why the rappers, the movie stars and all them, they talk about their sex life now. They put it out there. I was sitting there listening to Mandy B. She's a podcaster. That girl's a purity freak. Nothing wrong with that. Shouts out to Horrible Decisions. You know what I'm saying? But that's her lane. But think about this. That was in the lane 10 years ago. That wasn't in the lane damn near 7 years ago. Like I said before, when women became more free sexually, more confident sexually, as women, the sex symbol was going to change because it changed with the woman. Men always been the same. It ain't never changed. You just gotta be a good looking ass man with a nice body. And all the women want you. That makes a sex symbol. He don't have to do OnlyFans. Because trust me, Jimmy Smack is not a sex symbol. Let's make that clear. Sukihana is, but Jimmy Smack is not a sex symbol. Let me tell you a sex symbol. Idris Elba is a sex symbol. Michael B. Jordan is a sex symbol. But think, he ain't got to do OnlyFans to do all that. He don't have to date a shitload of men in order to be considered a sex symbol. But for a woman to be one, she got to actually then date damn near all the rappers and a whole bunch of whole profile guys. Either that or or she had done a sex tape. Or she talks, yes, the sex symbol has become more over sexualized than it was before. But once again, when the quintessential sex symbols become more free sexually, of course, it's going to tell into every part of everything else. Even to imagery. Think about this for a second. Yoga pants was used for working out. Now yoga pants, girls wear that shit so dudes can look at that booty. They take pictures in the yoga pants. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I remember even in the porn business, you would never see a female do a selfie or pictures in yoga pants. She might be dressed up. She might have on a dress. She might have on lingerie, but not yoga pants. Workout clothes. Now, that's the freaking norm. That became fashion. Because women used to be ashamed of wearing yoga pants. Now, you can't get them out of them. Shoot, trust me on this. As a man, I ain't mad at it because some of you ladies, y'all working them yoga pants, but some of y'all, I'm not even gonna say nothing. Mama said if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So I choose not to say nothing at all. But yeah. So with Lovely T, if I ever had a conversation with her ever in this lifetime, I would tell her that's the reason why. Because sex sells. And they know that what was a sex symbol when they were a kid, when they first started the business, has drastically changed to something completely different. And they're just trying to keep up with the time. And plus, how in one breath you gonna say, yeah, yay woman, yay freedom, yay sexual freedom, but then when these females do their sexual freedom, well, what about the kids? They talking about it too much. We can't have it both ways, people. You can't have it both ways. When people didn't want you to talk about sex, y'all wanted to talk about it. Now y'all talk about it. Now people don't want girls to talk about it. Make up your damn mind. Y'all confusing me here. And some of this is actually commentary for women. She do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Everyone talk about Cleo, but when you was Cleo age, your ass was in the motherfucking reggae club or in some club, bent over, touching your toes, had some man pressed against the wall with his hands in the air and you throwing it on his ass after hearing some bomb about that bar. It's about that bit. It's about that bit. Oh, what was the other one? No. Yeah, I can't remember that one. You don't know me. Yes, I know now. For the people. No. You know what I'm talking about for all my motherfuckers from my age bracket. There was the reggae songs that got the girls out. So all you chicks that talking shit about Cleo, you know damn well your ass is doing some freaky shit during that age time. Because you done got out the house from your mom and your dad. You done went to college. You and the girls going to the club. Come on now. But yes, of course, these young ladies is going to become over-sexualized. Of course, they're going to dress a little bit more sexier. Now, look at the music videos. My God, it's like going to an Adam and Eve store. Look on Instagram. I swear, it like no bullshit. On Instagram, sometimes I'm a grown ass man. Sometimes I get sick and tired of looking at the ass of my damn self. Okay, I know some of you dudes that enjoy, your timeline. You scroll down, you seeing booty and titties and everything else. Man, I be like, God damn, does everybody do the same pose? Is everybody built the same? Period. But that is what is sexy now. That's the new sex symbol. So, yeah. So I'm gonna stop right there with that. And like I said, I got to remind y'all need to go over to Podbean and check out the Smoke This Over podcast. Right now, episode 10 is up. Go check it out. It's entitled, Why Are You Mad? My elephant in the room is simply this. We live in a very angry nation, just like we're becoming more angry as a nation as the years grow. And I give you my thoughts on that. Also, check out allmylinks.com/porn rap star to see all my adult film, to hear all my music, as well as follow me on social media. Also, right now, just dropped my single, the lead single for the Smoke This Over podcast, Listen, produced. Damn, I had a brain fart. Produced by Kevin Hughes, featuring KC on the hook and myself on the verses. Go, stream, download, purchase, listen today on Amazon Music, Apple Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Tidal, Spotify, already on SoundCloud, as well as Audio Mac, as well as Reverb Nation. It is now officially everywhere. Go stream, listen today. Now I just had to get that out my chest, period. Now, I talked about this before on the pod, and I'm talking about threesomes. Now, I talked about it, but I thought I should expound upon it. And I thought I should do a complete good episode discussing the whole thing. Because when I was listening to the Tiny and T.I., and I analyzed and looked at everything, as well as, hearing different perspectives on threesomes and how you should do threesomes and what. And I'm here to tell you, some of you people just don't get it. Okay? So you might want to turn up your laptop, your phone, what have you. I want to put it close to your ear so you can understand it. First and foremost, for a threesome to work, a threesome, you have to be secure in your relationship because you are sharing your mate. Whether it's you're sharing the man or you're sharing the woman. It doesn't even matter if both of y'all are double teaming the girl or all three of y'all are going at it. Y'all still sharing yourselves with a separate person. So if y'all are not secure in the relationship, it's not going to work. Next up, your woman actually got to want it. See, people don't think about that. Because see, 9 out of 10, the threesome that everybody talk about is 2 women and a man. Trust me, not a lot of these chicks are talking about 2 men and a woman, which I will get to that in a second. So the woman has to actually want it. Now, preferably, I feel that the only way a threesome works and your woman would want it is in these situations. 1, y'all are swingers. Y'all in the swinger lifestyle. Y'all have couple swap. Y'all done went to swinger parties. Y'all into that. Swingers are used to seeing their significant other do other people. And they do everything together. Another thing, these are checkers you need to have. She need to be bi. Now, if she's not bi, then yeah, it's still the swinger thing. But once again, she has to want it. But preferably bi. Why? Because she bi, that means she like women too. She likes women too. She likes coochie also. So because of that, It would make sense, don't you think? And 3, either y'all are into poly or looking to do poly. Now, you ain't got to have all 3 poly because y'all down for open relationships, y'all down for multiple relationships, y'all down for having more people in your relationship. So with that being said, you don't have to have all 3 checked off. It would be nice to have at least 2, but you got to at least have 1. Because let me explain to you why. If your wife is not bi, that means she is doing it for you. If she is satisfied with that, then that's cool. But she got to get some satisfaction out of the threesome for it to work. 2, she's idle because at some point you're going to spend some time hitting the other girl and she's watching. So that means this female has to sit here and deal with another female doing things to her husband that she might not be as good as doing. See, if your woman is not into women, it would be best if y'all swingers. Cause like I said, she's sitting there watching you do the damn thing. Y'all getting it on. Y'all screwing or what have you. You feel me? For example, when I read that Tiny punched one of the girls because she said she was pleasing T.I. too much. One, the biggest mistake, never do a threesome to appease your man. If you're not getting nothing out of it, other words, how can I put this? It has to be if you're doing it for your man, it's because you're getting pleasure out of doing it for your man, and that's what you're getting out of it. Don't do it for your man because you just want to do it for your man. It has to be that you're into that, and you're down for giving it to your man. Do y'all understand? Are y'all following me? To expound upon that, that means he comes to you and say he wants a threesome. You like, okay, I'll do it because I think it can spice up our bedroom. You really don't want to. You never really ever considered sharing your man, but you're willing to do it. Let me tell you, boom, that's when the threesome goes left. Now, the other scenario, he comes to you and he says, yeah, let's do a threesome. And you like, oh, hell yeah. Now, mind you, you're not bi. You straight. The straight ladies. Oh, hell yeah. I always wanted to see I always wanted to see another girl suck your dick. Oh, why you eat my pussy? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hell, I might even let the girl eat my pussy. She's into trying to do the threesome. You see the difference? That's why another tip. Let the woman control it. Let her pick the woman. Why? Because the woman that you might pick may not mix well with your wife. And your threesome gonna go extremely left or may not even happen. You let the female pick, which goes back to she has to want it as much as you, if not more. She picks the chick. She's gonna pick a chick that one she know is gonna be suffice for you, but more so that she can vibe with and is cool. See, understand this, women may not give a fuck about the dick they suck, but they do give a shit about the pussy that they eat. Or the woman that's around them. You feel where I'm coming from? Because even with a straight woman, her biggest thing is, one, because I'm not dealing with the woman, I want to make sure that he don't go beyond it. Now, the other reason why I say you let the woman pick is that, fellas, you already know what's going to happen. Okay, you bring the girl, she down for it. Even though she might be real down for it. Then y'all start fucking and next thing you know, she's saying, oh, you really getting into it with this girl. Now, she may not. The worst thing that can happen is you let a woman sit there and she sees some shit and then she thinks. First thing she gonna think is, oh, you wanted to fuck this bitch because you brought her. Second thing, oh, you done fuck this bitch because you brought her. So to avoid that, you let the female pick. You just understand this. You're just the dick in the situation. You have no control of this, and try not to, because once again, you fuck it up. You'll mess it up. You'll destroy it. You'll kill a beautiful moment, all because your ass want to be a man about the shit. No, be a smart man about the shit. Let her handle it. Let her pick the girl. Let her initiate the shit. Even if it's simply she said, no, go over there and suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? Or she started messing with it and pull you in. Period. Let her initiate. Let her control it. The reason why it makes her feel better and more confident as well as more comfortable with the threesome to begin with. We sometimes slightly make the girl feel uncomfortable. Two, the other reason why you kind of want to buy is that she's not idle. She's indulging in the female just as much as you, so she ain't got time to sit there and watch you and her fuck, and they ain't gonna have time for her to be jealous because she too busy trying to munch and get into the short and two. Benefits to that. You feel me? So that's why I'm saying you have to understand that when it comes to threesomes, there's certain metrics that have to be met for them to work. If those metrics are not met, you basically are having a threesome that's not going to happen or is going to destroy your fucking marriage or relationship. That's why, fellas, now the question you ask, well, if I want to do it, how I bring it up to it. One, how I bring it up to it. One, know your woman. Know if your woman a freak like that. If your woman ain't a freak like that, and you know your woman, I'm going to give you an indication. If your woman sees another chick and say, ooh, I like that ass, or make a compliment about her body, she might wouldn't mind doing a threesome. You feel what I'm saying? If your girl don't mind going to the strip club, now mind you, she's straight in the motherfucker. Some girls do that shit, even though they straight. She might not have an issue with a threesome. But understand this, if you have a straight girl, it's a possibility you might have to do a threesome with a dude, which I'll discuss that threesome situation and the metrics you need for that to work on another show. This is just the male, female, and female dynamic because that's the most popular one. You need to know your woman. Some of you fuckers want to, I'm not going to say control the woman, but you kind of want to will the shit to happen. And you know dang well she ain't going to be for it. Because this is how you know she ain't going to be for it. If you bring it up to, let's just say you bring it up to her in passing, what have you, and the first thing come out of her mouth is, oh, you talking about me, you, and a dude? You know she ain't down for no motherfucking threesome with a female. And probably 9 out of 10, she ain't down for a threesome because that wouldn't have been the first thing that came out of her mouth. She said that to deter you from even asking about it. But us as dummies, we want to continue to pursue it. So when we get it and it goes left, we act like, I can't believe it went left. She said she was down for it. No, motherfucker, she gave you indication that she wasn't down for it without saying that she wasn't down for it. But you couldn't catch the hint. And you keep forgetting women sometimes speak in codes. It's our job to understand the code. If you know your woman, she can give you a look and you know what she's talking about. It's just some of you motherfuckers don't know your woman and don't want to admit it. You try to will things on your woman and it don't work. So you know if your woman is going to be down for a threesome. Now, if you know she down, y'all discuss it. And you let her know, well, look, why don't you pick the girl? Why don't you reach out to some chicks? Now, if she tells you to do it, okay, then that's one thing. But offer it to her first. Because at the end of the day, honey attracts honey, motherfucker. Because it is easier for a female would be more susceptible to be down to do a threesome if the girl reaches out and says cool versus in the fella, because you want to know why. Because they automatically going to think you lying. Your woman don't want no threesome. Your woman don't want no threesome. Your woman don't want to. I supposed to believe your girl gonna let you fuck another chick? Nah. That's why, once again, you let the woman. Goes back to, see, everything's a full circle, ladies and gentlemen. It's a full fucking circle. It goes back to, you let the woman pick the woman. It works. It works. Sometimes, fellas, it's okay to let the woman take goddamn control. Because she know what the fuck she's doing. We think. When it comes to that, we think. Because I'm keep saying this. You can get a chick that look like Beyonce, fine as hell, banging ass body, she like an IG. Your girl say it, be like, yeah, I ain't feeling her. But I guarantee you, the girl she bring, your ass got them butt ass naked ready to get it on. See the difference? It hits different, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it hits different. So that is my suggestion to people that want to do threesomes. See, understand this. All of this, we as black people, we were never, ever taught to share our mate, because when we shared our mate, it was based off of rape. Or some situation where it wasn't of our consent and our will. White people are more open to threesomes. They have no problem with that. Because they're used to sharing their wives. What the hell you think Master did with the wifey? Oh, don't get it twisted. Not every wife of a master could have babies. Well, not have babies, but that master might couldn't have had no kids. So guess what he did? He got that black bull. That breeding bullshit came from slavery shit, people. It just became a BDSM thing. Trust me, they were doing that back in slavery time. Not every slave kid came from a woman. Some of these white women was having these mixed kids. They just played them off as white. Because if they came out looking that way, if they came out looking different, they put their asses back in the field. Look it up, this history, baby. So that's why I'm saying with us, you have to understand there's certain things that we have to have in place before we start doing threesomes. Or not, because I'm going to keep saying this. Even in the case of T.I. and Tiny, Tiny did the threesome because she wanted to appease T.I. Not because she wanted to watch another girl fuck T.I. Because if she did, she wouldn't have punched the one that was making his ass bust a nut. She would have been enjoying that shit. She wouldn't be sitting there offering coke to somebody and then the person turn them down and say, oh, you think you better than us? Maybe the motherfucker don't want to sniff no coke. Did you think about that? Maybe they just into weed. Maybe they just get high on life. Maybe they just a freak by nature. You might could have got a better fuck out of them if they were sober. Yeah, I can see why some of them girls might pass out, because some of them motherfuckers don't do some of them damn drugs. Some of them motherfuckers don't do Molly. Some of them motherfuckers don't do lean. So if they forcing that shit on them, or even worse, peer pressure on them, then yeah, they passing out, don't know what the fuck happened afterwards. They probably doing shit they didn't even think they were capable of. And they felt some type of way. The reason why, because once again, people keep saying, well, no, they were doing too many threesomes with too many different people, and you going to do threesome with poor people, and you doing this. No, it's simply this. They're not supposed to be doing threesome in the first place, because they were never meant to do threesomes, because Tiny didn't want to do a threesome. It was T.I. who wanted the threesome, and she just went along. By the actions that I've heard and was described in some of these accounts, that's how I know this. Because a woman that's down for a threesome is not going to punch a chick because her man getting off to that chick. 2, did you hear anything about them going to swinger parties? Never heard anything about swinger parties. I heard about the threesomes. So that means it was okay for him to fuck a chick, but ain't no way in hell she fucking a dude. Once again, she did the threesomes to appease T.I. And if you're doing threesome to appease your man, trust me, it's going to go left. It's not going to work out. Y'all not going to be together. And two, if you got to do threesomes to appease your man or to spice up your bedroom, then you already got a problem, and the threesomes is not going to rectify it. All it's going to do is complicate it more. If you don't believe me, ask Ty and T.I. Now, also at the same token, now I know what people are asking, well, what about feelings? Is it better to do a jump off or this, that, and third? Once again, you must be secure in your relationship. Also, it'll be smart to be in a good place in your relationship if you want to damn do threesomes, which is helps with the secureness. So the perfect example of that is what? The entanglement that Augustine called feelings, even though it wasn't a threesome, but okay, so sorry. What if the threesome, that person, because I know some people gonna say, well, Augustine, well, no, that wasn't a threesome situation. That was more of a poly relationship situation. That what that was. Threesome wise, one, if the person that you get understand their position in the scheme of it, you won't have a problem. If you and your wife keep it the way that it is and try not to complicate it, you won't have a problem. You wouldn't have to worry about that. And two, if you're not fucking them every fucking night, you're not going to have a problem. Now, if you're trying to do a poly, that's a different situation, different discussion, different show. Because then, yeah, you expect them to have feelings because they're a unicorn and they're your girlfriend. We're talking about a threesome. So it might be a jump off. It could be someone that y'all know and close to, that you cool with. It's just as long as that person understands where they at and who they are in this, at the same token that the wife and the husband respects the boundaries that is set within their relationship when it comes to this, and they're doing it together. Good place in their marriage. Other words, secure in their relationship. Because if you're secure in your relationship, you're not going to give that third person a reason to catch feelings because you're not going to do anything to make them want to catch feelings. They are already getting the opportunity. This chick already get an opportunity to fuck the wifey and to get some good dick from the husband. So she's already happy. Relationship and feelings come in is when 9 times out of 10, when one of you decide, oh yeah, I want a one-on-one. And that one-on-one, the other one don't know. Hits different. If they know, you're gonna, it's different. Because then they're like, I can't even explain why it's so different, but it's kind of like, when it's something that's not supposed to be, it makes it more enticing and makes the people want it more. But when it's something that is okay, it's just another thing. Because the girl gonna think, is he going through all this to make sure that his wife don't know? He must really got feelings for me. Now, if the wife knows, oh shit, I ain't got a chance to get this nigga. She got no problem with him fucking me. You just killed the balloon. You just took the air out the balloon, ladies and gentlemen. You took the air out the balloon. Because sometimes people like shit that's forbidden. And if it's not forbidden, it don't hit the same. There's rules to doing threesomes. There's prerequisites for doing threesomes. You got to check the box, people. If you don't check the box, well, you're going to find yourself single, playing with a dildo or jerking off in the bathroom. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of experience if you didn't learn anything? Smoke that over. Talk to y'all later.